With that, the chair's going to recognize Mr. Balderson for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, panel, for being here. And this first question that I'm going to ask is I can direct it to the whole panel. And Dr. Tilbury, you could answer. You could start from there, and we'll go down along. But thank you all again for being here. And when I'm talking to small business owners in Central Ohio, I often hear about the most important things that Congress and the administration can do to help small businesses grow and create new jobs is to reduce taxes on businesses, make the tax code simpler, and clear away unnecessary and excessive government regulations. And the small businesses you work with, what barriers to success do you see?
So at NSF, we fund the small businesses to try to take the technological risk out of their ideas. So these are the high-tech companies. And this is the stage before venture capital has an appetite to come in. So most of the funds the companies that we fund, in fact, 92% of them have fewer than 10 employees, and 77% are less than 5 years old. So these are really young, really small companies with really high-tech ideas, and they need this SBIR or STTR funding to get over that technological risk.
So as I'm sitting on a panel with people from Michigan and Indiana, let me reveal that I'm from Ohio, and I'm a Midwesterner who had to go south.
Thank you very much. I will ask my staff why they didn't tell me that.
Oh, sorry, and it's probably somewhere on a very deep resume. But let me mention, for these innovative small firms, taxes are not the problem because they're not profitable yet. Really what they require is more in terms of resources and support. I think that, it is encouraging to hear the importance of training things with the I-Corps program. So really smart scientists who are then suddenly confronted with starting a business. That's a completely different set of skills. So providing that type of expertise is costly. I'm a great believer in the state technology economic development programs. And, that again provides incredible resources to small companies.
So again, to comment on the taxes issue, boots on the ground perspective, I don't pay any taxes because I spend every single penny of my SBIR funding as fast as I get it. I spend it every year. I work with my accountant to make sure that I don't pay taxes until I become profitable. So that's how I manage that. I get really frustrated when people talk about small business and they're talking about the sort of Main Street bricks and mortar small business, whereas I'm doing scalable tech startup business. They're very different in terms of their needs. And that's an example where that dialogue can go sideways. But it sounds like you've got a great handle on that. Second point is to build on something Dr. Feldman said, but from a different perspective. The idea that the SBIR program can provide cultural benefits in the universities. As a mentor in residence or an entrepreneur in residence, what I've seen is I can use the SBIR program as a way to help influence that culture shift when I'm coaching a senior faculty member. If I'm working with someone who has built a laboratory over the course of 20 years and knows how to manage graduate students, PhDs, postdocs, they don't know how to run a small business yet. And I can use the SBIR program to have a framework to help them begin to adopt the right mindsets.
I would concur. Tax was not at all an issue for us throughout the course of Spencer. I would say, yes, I think the impact of the small business or tech startups has in the economy is great, but I would also like to emphasize its impact on people, the entrepreneurs, the researchers and scientists who may not have gone to entrepreneurship if it wasn't for SBIR, like myself, right? I was an academic, but SBIR really opened an opportunity for me to get into starting a startup, which led to now leading something that I had never imagined that I could do. So I would really consider and encourage you to think about not just the company's impact on the economy, How about all the people that have been touched by SBIR? What's their second career, third career looks like? How have they really changed the way they lead, the way they run businesses because of the impact of SBIR?
Thank you all very much. I yield back.